Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and here's some of the top stories we're working on tonight. A battleground on St. Thomas leaves at least one man dead. Click it or ticket. And believe it or not, folks are trying to break into Golden Grove Prison. Details on these stories and more coming up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight on St. Thomas, there is one man dead, and News Channel 8's Lee Carl files the report.
Yes, it was a busy weekend. This area here saw one man dead and another injured. I'll tell you about that in just a moment. But the police chief, Rodney Carrard, the deputy chief, and the commissioner confirmed that out in the Smith Bay area, 4 men, 1 minor, suffered gunshot wounds on St. Thomas over the weekend. On Friday, 2 men admitted to the Snyder Hospital, medical treatment. Shootout near the Domino gas station in Smith Bay. The shootout occurred Friday, involved an undetermined number of individuals. Injured men taken to Snyder Hospital. Snyder spokesperson Sam Toff said an 18-year-old had been shot on the right hand, treated and released. A 23-year-old man, the police chief said, with a gunshot wound to his left leg. The bullet caused a compound fracture, breaking the tibia and the fibula in the victim's leg. He had surgery in stable condition, recovering in the surgical unit. Early Saturday morning, 2 men shot as they were leaving the nightclub in St. Thomas, downtown, near the Mandela Circle at Jaguars. Apparently a dance there. A victim said, she told the police there had been a fight in the club. They were leaving, they heard gunshots. 26-year-old man shot in the knee, was admitted in stable condition. A 17-year-old taken with a gunshot wound in the left hip was treated at the station again. Another man, the chief confirmed to us, died of gunshot wounds. Another person treated. This happened Sunday morning, early Sunday morning, and the name was withheld at that time and will be released a little later. Meantime, 2 armed men robbed Subway. Were they there to have it their way? Police made 1 arrest. The police department also reported 2 employees were in the restaurant. Apparently, employers opened a safe, undisclosed amount of cash taken, no one hurt in the robbery. Police detectives happened in the immediate area and saw the robbers running out. The detectives gave chase, caught one of the robbers. He was described as Michael Hodge Jr., 35%, charged with first-degree robbery, possession of an unlicensed firearm. His bail set at $100,000. Police also said they found a .38 caliber in his pocket, and another robber escaped with the stolen cash. So a busy weekend. Lee Carl for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Lee. And on St. Croix, a man is in critical condition this evening after he apparently tried to take his own life. News Channel 8's Wes Small has the details.
Thank you very much, Jerome. A very depressing story to report on this evening, as this is unofficial. I am in contact with Melody Rames, and I will be throwing it to her in just a few seconds. But first, I want to tell you we are in Anna's Hope, where last night around 10:30, 11 o'clock or so, we had reports of a gunshot that was fired in this area. I'm not going to pinpoint the exact house, even though we know it for privacy reasons. But we do believe that a 35-year-old man shot himself in his head last night in an attempted suicide. He underwent operation, we understand, at Juan Louis Hospital, and situation looks very bleak for the young man. We understand he has not regained consciousness. This is still very early in its reports. And again, Melody Rames is searching the crime blotter for last night so that she can get that information to us. With that, let's go to Public Information Officer Melody Rames.
Police on St. Croix are investigating the attempted suicide of a 34-year-old man who police said shot himself while playing Russian roulette with a loaded .38 special. Shahir Shaker of Estate Anna's Hope is presently at the Juan F. Louis Hospital on life support. Police were called to the scene at about 10 p.m. Sunday, May 17th, and saw the victim in his home with one gunshot wound to his head. Investigation Bureau detectives said the victim's family told police that the victim was pointing and firing the gun at various places on his face when the gun discharged. Emergency medical technicians transported the victim to the Juan F. Louis Hospital. Forensic technicians confiscated the handgun and gathered evidence such as spent casings and other live rounds. The St. Croix Deputy Chief of Police, Chris Howell, was with the victim's family following the shooting and assigned the Virgin Islands Police Department Victim Witness Advocate to assist the family with their immediate needs. The case will be followed up by the Criminal Investigation Bureau detectives.
Well, that's all the information that we have right now. Again, here in Anna's Hope, not going to show you the exact home or the location, but we can tell you that it's on this block. We do believe that a 35-year-old man tried to take his own life last night as he shot himself in his head. Emergency responders came to the scene. Neighbors in this area heard the shot. Meanwhile, I talked to someone else who confirmed that there was emergency personnel here as well. He underwent operation last night, and we are praying for his recovery, but it does not look good as he has not regained consciousness. Depression, again, on a lot of people's minds. We all know about Judge DeRamo's situation, and other than that, with these hard economic times and what's going on, depression is definitely on the rise. Here we are in Anna's Hope. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes. And over the weekend, some men tried to break into the Golden Grove prison on St. Croix. That's right, break in to the prison. News Channel 8's Wes Small has more.
Unbelievable news to report, Jerome, as we have 3 men who apparently tried to break in to the prison in Golden Grove Prison. That's right. And this happened on Friday night at around 9:30. Now, how does this reporter know about this? Well, on Mario Moorhead's show, listeners were calling in about the information. Now, it does sound kind of humorous. How can people try to break into the jail? We don't know what was going on, if they were trying to get some prisoners out or what was going on with that. But we also understand that shots could have been fired. That around 9:30 on Friday night. And if you look at the crime blotter over the weekend, you will see that shots were fired in the Golden Grove area at 9:29. I talked to Melody Rames, a VIPD spokesperson, and she tossed me to Sarah Lazama, who we all know is the Department of Justice spokesperson in the Attorney General's office. Now, about the shots fired or the shot fired, apparently no one was injured and also no one was caught. So that's all we have about that situation. Now, Ms. Lazama has not gotten back to me yet, Ms. Sarah Lazama. And again, she is the spokesperson for the Department of Justice. We just have to tell you that this is all, again, unofficial, as, again, we've learned about this on a talk show. And we can get no one to really verify that as of yet. The only person that can really do that is Ms. Sarah Lazama from the Department of Justice. But all we can say is only on St. Croix, only at the Golden Grove Prison, do we have 3 men dressed in dark clothes try to break in to the prison. How bizarre. I'm Wes Small.
Thanks, Wes. And sad news to report tonight. A man fights for his life at the Juan F. Louis Hospital after suffering a swimming accident that occurred over the weekend at Sandy Point. He was a tourist and was on the cruise ship that docked in Frederickstead over the weekend. We hope that he makes a full recovery here at News Channel 8, and so do the people of the territory hope that he makes a full recovery. We have more news after the break. Stay with us on News Channel 8.